Now that we're done with the animal cell, let's go back to Mrs. Morgan to learn about plant cells. I know they have a couple structures that aren't found in animal cells.
That's right, Juwan. In fact, there are two structures found only in plant cells. Plants have a cell wall in addition to a cell membrane. The cell wall helps the plant maintain its shape. Instead of being flexible, the cell wall is rigid. It's made of cellulose, a substance made in the cytoplasm. The chloroplast is the other organelle found only in plant cells. Inside the chloroplast is a substance called chlorophyll, which gives plants their green color. Chloroplasts take the sun's energy and convert it to sugars, creating power for the plant in a process called photosynthesis. Plant cells also have many of the same structures found in animal cells. They also have vacuoles, which are usually larger than the ones found in animal cells. When you water your plants, the water is kept in vacuoles. So if you overwater, the vacuoles will sure be full, but they'll never go beyond the cell wall because it's so rigid. Juwan, do you have a three-dimensional plant cell that you can show us?
Yes, actually I've already made a plant cell with most of the same parts as the animal cell. I used green gelatin for the cytoplasm and put in most of the same basic structures. In my completed plant cell, I have the cell membrane, the nucleus, the endoplasmic reticula, rough and smooth, the Golgi apparatus, vesicles, mitochondria, ribosomes, vacuoles, the cytoskeleton, and the centrosome. Oh, you won't see any centrioles in my plant cell model. That's because plants don't have centrioles. Now, they do have a centrosome that works during cell division. They just don't have the centrioles inside like an animal cell. Interesting. The cell wall in our plant model is a rectangular glass dish. We can see that the cell wall is sturdy enough to keep plants tall and straight. Looks like this plant just got watered because here's the central vacuole with water inside. Remember, it won't ever get past the cell wall. In flowers and more complex plants, the central vacuole takes on the job of the lysosome. You know, the trash collector in an animal cell. It's pretty rare to find lysosomes in plants, except maybe for some algae. I use these for the chloroplasts. Inside is the chlorophyll, which helps in photosynthesis and gives plants their green color. Well, looks like I'm all done here. These models were a great way to show all the cell structures, and they were fun to make. Thanks, Mrs. Morgan, for asking me to help out.
You're welcome, Juwan. You did a great job. In their tiny world, all these organelles work together to create life. It's that team effort that keeps all living things moving, growing, and reproducing. Thanks for joining us today. Have fun trying to make your own cell models. And remember, the smallest units that represent life are simply cells.